Hey guys, it's Upa here. So today we have a new update and it's a really interesting one. So let's go through it together. So we'll start with the simple stuff. First of all, this Friday there's going to be a limited time rerun for Marie, which you can see over here. So limited time rerun for Marie. The banner will include Marie, Blaze, Buffany, Grace, and Aosdine. The only good character from this banner is Marie. Blaze is decently usable as a direct damage support, especially in Broken Land where she's good as well. But besides that, nothing too special. As for current events that we have now, we also have a Mystic Alchemy event as you can see here. And the banner is pretty solid but no new gem this time. And one important thing worth noting as well is this comes along with the Arcane Gem trial. So just make sure you do your 10 trials and then you will be able to get 5 of these Eternal Stones for free. Besides that, you will also be able to use what is essentially the Gift of Heaven event for Mystic Alchemy, and you can get a free selection box if you max this out, and progress does carry over to next events. After that, on Friday, which is tomorrow, we will also be getting some Black Friday deals. So it doesn't show here, but it has been announced in the patch notes. So if you're a spender, and maybe even if you're a free-to-play player, I'm not too sure, you will be able to benefit from this, and hopefully there will be some good deals. We'll check it out tomorrow. There's also this guild sign-in event over here. So just some coins, mythic skills, gear chest for the new gear sets, and we'll talk about this very soon, and a nice Supreme Dragon skill as well. And finally, for next month's hero quest, which is this thing over here, the hero selection box that we'll get will include Jenny, Moloch, and Narc. No really good picks from that one, unfortunately, but I guess it's still nice to have. So now let's talk about the main things for this event. So the first thing, or this update. So the first thing we have is this new guild store. You can get these guild coins from participating in various guild related activities, things like Broken Land and Guild Boss for example. And you can see that the things you can get from this store is pretty good. So for example, we have this Runestone selection chest, we have Eternal and Mythic Stones, and I think in my opinion there's only two real things people will be getting from this. The first is this Supreme Dragon skill, we'll talk about this very soon, and the Soul of Spirit Beast selection chest, which gives you 10 shards of some decent Spirit Beasts up to the Frost Spectre, which is decent. So once again, we have this Supreme Dragon skill, and what this does is it allows you to level your gears up to level 24 now. So this is going to be beneficial, especially on your speed related sets as well as your Artifact 5 speed gear. And this will give you additional speed on the main stat and of course one additional sub roll, which means now we can get substats up to +6 if you are extremely lucky. Besides that, we also have, let's see, so I'm taking a look at the patch notes and I'm going back to the Guild Boss and Guild Coins. You can see that for Guild Boss now you should be able to get these guild rewards based on the highest difficulty cleared. The rewards seems to be nothing too fantastic, but of course joining a better guild will be beneficial. You want to clear the highest stage that you can possible. So in my case that's going to be Guild Boss level 7. So let's just do our battles. And you can see it says now you've already completed the guild reward challenge, and that's just basically going to be the highest level you can complete. And since now we do have the double guild boss drop events, it is beneficial to do guild boss level 4 as well, as you can see over here. And you can get 25 of these coins daily, which is going to be nice. Additionally, in Wuthering Coast, they've kind of changed how it works, and now you will be able to, the challenge isn't really doing as much damage as you can, but rather making sure that your 5th team or your worst team does as much damage as you can. So if that doesn't make sense, let me show you my individual performance over here. So let's go to my own performance, and you can see my main team over here does 171 billion damage, but my worst team only does 6.2 million damage. So the goal now for performing well in Wuthering Coast, especially after it resets next week, is for your worst team to be as strong as possible. So we should try and focus on getting teams which are well balanced throughout and making sure your worst team still performs well, and that will affect the rewards that you get, which we can take a look here. So I believe it seems the ranking is based on your division perhaps, and you can see over here that based on your performance in your division you will get these corresponding rewards. So there is a lot of incentive for you guys to try and do as well as you can. So next, they've also added a hero assist function to Broken Land. So I don't believe Broken Land is active now, so I may not be able to show it to you guys. And well, okay, also here you can see the guild coins you can claim. So based on the difficulty of guild bosses that your guild is doing, you can get some additional tokens. So this is just how it works. And yeah, going back to Broken Land, there's now a assist feature. I don't believe you can see it over here. Or well, you can actually, but yeah. So you can now borrow heroes from your guild members presumably, and this will help mostly newer players struggling with Broken Land. And lastly, let's talk about this new equipment. So we have 4 new equipment sets and they're all amazing. So we have this Rapid Rejuvenation set, HP, damage resistance and speed, Spirit Light set, effect hit, effect res and speed plus 15 speed. So we're going to see some very fast characters now. Wind Erosion, damage over time, skill damage and speed rate. And lastly, Swift Blade, direct damage bonus, skill damage and speed rate as well. So these are going to be very strong gear sets, and they actually start us off with 40 of these ingots. So what I recommend you do, if you can afford it, is what you should do is, for example, with some of your lower tier gears, just try and get the guaranteed pity for 6-star legendary equipment. So we'll just do a few attempts. This can take a while, so I'm not gonna spend the whole video doing it. But for example, you saw I was 7 from pity just now. So what I did was I did 6 of these summons to try and get to pity. But I did get a 6-star gear, so I did reset it. Once again, I'm going to do 4 since the pity was at 5. Unfortunately, once again, I got another 6-star gear. And well, the process is pretty repetitive, so I'm not going to commit to it. But basically, what I'm saying is you should kind of use these lower tier gears to try and get your pity to 1 legendary and 1 6-star equipment. So yeah, some luck is required, but if you have enough of these gear resources, you should be able to do it with enough luck. So anyway, I'm not gonna continue re-rolling here, but yeah, these new gear sets are really strong, and they're of course gonna be the new meta, but it will take some time for people to get them. And lastly, let's see the pack. So it should be these. There was a free pack which you could claim actually, and I've claimed it already, so just be sure to do that. Besides that, $5 for 15 miracles. Nothing too special, but I mean, if you need miracles, you can get it. Besides that, I'm just taking a quick look. So far, nothing too great. Echo for $50, this is standard price. Gem for $70 and some other items, this is also about standard price. And you can pay $70 for these gear packs, and what you can notice is that you can actually get direct damage bonus, skill damage, and damage over time bonus on these new gear sets, which is once again just going to make our characters even stronger by quite a significant amount. So yeah, besides that, nothing too much to cover. I think just one last thing and then we'll end the video. In Spire of Fate, they've now added rewards for rank 201 to 500, so we can just take a quick look. Maybe it's in the monthly ranking over here. So yeah, we do have these additional rewards, and I mean, it's pretty decent, so it's a nice change for sure. Yeah, so that's all we have for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the new gear sets. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.